Hi guys, welcome back to another video. In this video, I'm going to be talking about the impact Chat GPT has on the SMMA industry. So guys, if you're new to the channel, my name's Harry. I own a social media marketing agency turning over well over £35,000 in monthly reoccurring profit. I've been posting every single day for the past kind of 12 weeks, I believe it is now. So if you're in the SMMA industry and you want daily sales advice, Facebook ad advice, how to scale your agency, how to run a successful agency in 2023, drop us a subscribe. This channel is run alongside Tom Ford, is co-owner of my social media marketing agency, and we produce videos every single day. So drop a subscribe. But without further ado, this video is on Chat GPT. So if you're new to the kind of AI world, this platform's been out for quite a while now. You've probably seen it all over TikTok. You may not have done. So if you haven't, essentially what Chat GPT is, it's an AI program that optimizes language models for dialogue. It's kind of, in simple terms, a more advanced Google to give you a more human response to your inquiries. And this video is kind of going to be, and what I want to make it about is not necessarily the capabilities of ChatGPT, but more the impact it's going to have on the social media marketing industry, because I've been getting loads and loads of questions about this. So it's free to use. It's an AI platform that is absolutely free to use. You just make an account, enter your email, enter your phone number, and verify it. And then you get this kind of chatbot here. And what I'm going to do in this video is I'm going to go through kind of the capabilities and demonstrate the capabilities that you could potentially use it for your social media marketing agency, and then go on to the impact it's going to have on us, whether it's going to kind of eliminate the need for social media marketing agencies in the future, and the overall impact. But before I do that, I think it's important to kind of showcase how this can be used, how it is being used, and just explore the capabilities of this. This is going to be a very unedited video. It might be a really long video. I just want to, for you to come on here and see the capabilities. So essentially what it is, you can ask them any kind of question and elaborate and get it to elaborate on the questions that you ask. For example, you could ask it to write a 5-page novel on why homeschooling is particularly impactful on a younger audience, and it will write you that essay. What you can also do is you can say, right, write that essay in the style of J.K. Rowling, or whatever it is. That's to the detail that this can do. And I'm going to start off with a few juvenile, kind of playful things that you can use this for. For example, write me a rap about social media marketing. As you can see, and the first time I use this, and if you're new to this, it is going to kind of blow your mind a little bit, because it does have some crazy capabilities. And like it says, look, it's literally writing a rap about social media marketing. However, this obviously isn't going to take your job away if you're writing raps about social media marketing. However, what you can write in is say you're working with a dental client and you're struggling for ad copies that you can then use for your ad campaigns, whether you're struggling with hooks, whether you're struggling with email marketing emails to send out on a regular basis. What you can do is you can write me create 5 at Facebook ad copies that will sell dental clear aligners. And as you can see, get a straight smile without the metal wires. Our clear aligners are invisible, comfortable to wear, say goodbye to braces, and hello to confidence. Right. So as you can see, that's kind of giving you an initial hook and something to write within the ad. However, if you know anything about advertising, it's not got really a call to action in there. It's not got any details about the business. So what you can then do is kind of include that in what you're asking ChatGPT. So you can say, right, now create me a Facebook ad copy that sells dental clear aligners with a call to action to book a consultation. So as you can see, now we're asking it more questions and filling in more details. It's broadening that copy that we can use, because really, if you look at any kind of ad creatives or ad copies that dental practices are running, or agencies that work with dental practices, this isn't really far off it. The only thing it's missing is possibly the offer, more details about the specific practice that you're running the ads for. And really, you could probably include that in what you're asking. So if you then had an offer for, I don't know, this particular dental practice was selling dental clear aligners for £50 a month on a 0% finance option, you could then incorporate that into your question. So you could say, including a £50 per month 0% finance. And as you can see, it then gives you a different hook with more information. So our dental clear aligners can help you achieve the beautiful smile you deserve for just £50 a month with our 0% financing option. These discreet and comfortable aligners are easy to use and will boost your confidence. Click here to book a consultation. Hurry, this offer won't last long. And to be honest, guys, that's not a bad copy. That's not a bad piece of copy for people that are getting into social media marketing and want to run their first ads. However, as you can see, and I'm going to touch on this later in this video of how the impact it has, I've had to still come up with a lot of that stuff. I've had to tell it, right, include £50 a month, 0% finance. I've had to include, right, give a call to action, and I've got to see whether that call to action is clear, because not always will it be a consultation. It might be a free assessment. It might be to take a quiz. It might be to fill out a lead form, or whatever it is. You still have to tell Chat GPT what you're doing. Where it does come into use is if you write, create me 5 of these. And as you can see, this does help when you're struggling with ideas for hooks. And really, what the way I'm using this in my agency is to just give me more ideas for hooks. It's giving me more ideas of emails, and I'm going to go on how you can really get the most out of it in a second. But as you can see, if you're a really lazy social media marketer, then you could come on here, literally write this phrase in, change the details of your service. Say you're selling a hair transplant instead of dental aligners, you change those details and say, right, and change what the offer is. Say their offer isn't £50 a month, 0% finance, it's, I don't know, £1,000 off the treatment, then include that in the offer that you're asking ChatGPT for. So as you can see, look, it's created 5 ad copies that you literally could split test. You go onto Canva, create 5 ad creatives, split test them across all of those copies, and you'd probably eventually start to bring in some leads to a point. You're not going to get the type of leads that like a proper copywriter would probably bring in, but this does give you a good start. And you can just imagine, like, say you're in a developing country and your English isn't great. This is a great way to get some really nice ad copies that kind of do the job without having to have really good English. So it doesn't really stop there. What you can also do is, so that's your ad copies. What you can also do is say, right, write me an email marketing email that sells dental implants. And you can do this for any industry, guys. You could do it for fencers, you could do it for hair transplants, you could do it for e-commerce brands. Write me an email marketing email that sells dental implants. So as you can see, dear value customer, are you tired of feeling self-conscious about your missing teeth? Do you struggle with eating? All of the stuff, it's the same stuff, but in email format, and this is super useful. If you're up against it in terms of time, you're up against it in terms of thinking, right, I need to think of a new email to send out because I'm doing email marketing for my clients, not necessarily the initial follow-up emails and the sequences that come along with it, but you might be doing the ongoing email marketing that nurtures clients long term. And this is a really nice email, to be honest. Like dental implants, education on dental implants, our team of skilled professionals, we encourage you to schedule a consultation with us, hitting some pain points, yours sincerely, your name. So it does really help. And you're probably wondering, if this is the first time you've seen ChatGPT, how does this work? How does it have this such good knowledge of what to kind of output back to you? And essentially what it does is it processes everything on the internet. At the moment, this beta version is only up until 2021, so it's only using information on the internet up until 2021, and I assume when they develop the program further, it will widen that time range. But what it does is it just drags information from every corner of the internet and really understands the language that people are inputting, because it's a language AI, rather than Google where it gives you just the web pages. It creates a custom response. And a good example of this is, say I type in, write me a review on the Harry and Tom SMMA YouTube channel. I recently came across Harry and Tom's YouTube channel. I have to say I'm really impressed. These guys do a great job in breaking down complex concepts and making it easy to understand. this is a prime example of how this program works. Is they're using comments that they find on YouTube videos to kind of craft a response. And you might be wondering, well, if everyone uses this to write their dental aligner, dental implants copies, would all of the outputs be the same? And yes, over the time, if you did it enough, everything would look the same. However, they do try and randomize it slightly. So if I wrote this question again, they'd get a different review, but it would just be using different parts of sentences that are from different parts of comments on videos, or different places that have left a review on the channel. So that's kind of how it works. So far using this platform, we've wrote 5 ad copies, we've wrote a few emails, we've got a review for the YouTube channel. All of this stuff can really help you not only save time, but also, help your creativity in terms of finding ideas. So that's kind of how Chat GPT works. I don't want this video to be massive on the capabilities of it. What I want this video to be is kind of the impact it's going to have on the industry. And I wanted to go through and give you a few examples of how it's being used for those people who have never heard of the platform before, those people who have never seen the platform be used in an SMMA context. So that shows you the minimal capabilities of it. There's a lot more advanced capabilities that I'm probably going to do in future videos in terms of creating ebooks, creating funnels, creating copy for funnels, creating copy for websites, reviews, etc. But that's for a later video. This video is all about the impact it's going to have on the SMMA industry. So guys, now the impact that's going to have on the social media marketing industry. And you might have seen loads of people make videos on this, make TikToks on this, saying it's going to completely ruin the industry. It's going to completely take away every single job on planet Earth. And to a point, I do agree, but it's impossible to know until it happens. And I kind of want to take a few quotes from a few different people that I've watched videos on. Jordan Peterson, he was how I first found out about this several months ago. And he said it is going to take over a lot of jobs, which I do agree in the long term. But in the short term, as you can see from there, it's still very heavily prompted by me. I still had to think of the ideas. I still had to have the idea of, right, we need an offer in there. It was me creating the offer with the client for the £50 off or the £1,000 off. I then told it needed a call to action. I then had to edit it to make sure the call to action was correct for the website that I was sending the traffic to. It was still me and my ideas. Not only that, you still have to incorporate the details of the client. Otherwise, it's going to be a very general ad for your dentist. It's going to be a very general ad for your hair transplant surgeon. They are going to be very generalized, and it's going to become, very similar. And this kind of backs up a video I did a few weeks ago on how to create ad copies and ad creatives that are going to make you stand out in 2023 on Facebook. And one of the main points on that video was, you're not going to be able to rely on static images and static posts much longer in 2023. As you'll be seeing on all of TikTok, as you'll be seeing on all of these social media platforms, all of the ads that are really, really bringing in the sales and bringing the leads are the user-generated content that brands are producing. It's the testimonials they're producing. It's the real behind-the-scenes footage of potential customers or content creators using the product and service that are taking off and building the most traction and going viral. And for those types of videos, ChatGPT at the moment isn't really going to be much use. Yes, you might be able to use it to create a script for those videos, 100%. However, it's still going to be down to you as a social media marketing agency, as the marketer, to get a content creator to create that piece of content, to get them to create different pieces of content that you can split test. And then not only that, that's just the ad creative side of things. Then you've got to be able to manage the Facebook ad platforms correctly. You've got to be able to analyze the metrics. You've got to be able to see, right, this ad's now fatigued. So it's all well and good, creating loads of ad copies on ChatGPT, but are you going to be able to split test them across the Facebook platforms? Are you going to be able to analyze them and say, right, this is working, I'm going to put more of the budget into there, I'm going to take it away from there, I'm going to set up lookalike audiences? All of this stuff still needs you behind the scene. All this does is help you sprout more ideas and kind of cut corners in terms of the copy creation and the ideas and the creativity stuff. And the CEO of ChatGPT actually said when they created that platform, and actually when you look at AI as a whole, experts kind of thought, right, the way jobs are going to be taken over by AI is the kind of hands-on practical jobs first, tractor drivers, lorry drivers, all of the hands-on trades, they're going to be taken first by AI. Then it's going to go to the kind of low-level jobs, high-level jobs, and then the creative jobs at the end are going to be taken over. And what we're actually seeing is the creative jobs are actually going to be taken over first by AI, and it's going to be in reverse order. However, that's only, in my opinion, to a point. So for the next kind of 3, 4, 5 years, I really don't think this is going to affect us in a negative way. You've got to think, in the dot-com bubble in 1999, when people were creating websites after websites and everyone was trying to get their business online, create e-commerce stores, create websites for different businesses. If you told those same people creating those websites then that in 20 years time you could go onto Wix, click I'm a dental practice, give me a dental practice template, you'd be like, oh, all of those people are going to be out of jobs because any dentist could just go on Wix, create a dental website. But that's not the case, is it? Because so many people are still charging dental practices and every business on planet Earth £5,000 to £10,000 for a website build. Those templates is a kind of a mirror image of what's happening with Chat GPT, but just on a more advanced level. So I really don't think it's going to go anywhere. People are always going to need someone to manage their marketing. They're always going to need someone to think of new ideas. They're going to need people to execute it. They're going to need people to be at the head of the marketing so they can run different parts of the business. And an argument for my point there might be, well, as the Facebook ad platform increases, though that management side of the platform might be taken away because, you know, they're going to implement their own AI technologies to the Facebook ad platform. So you're no longer going to have to do targeting options. You're no longer going to have to set up lookalike audiences for yourself. And really, there's no way anyone can comment on that until it happens. But you are right. We are seeing that even down to when you're running conversion campaigns, you no longer have the option to click audience expansion anymore. Like, all of these things are pointing in that direction that Facebook are relying on their AI technology a lot more for their targeting options. So it's impossible to comment on it until it happens. However, from my experience and my humble opinion, I can't see clients ever doing that. I really can't. Through all the clients that I work with, they just have no interest, 99% of them, in learning these platforms for themselves. They have no interest in going onto Facebook platform to press the button. They have no interest in downloading Chat GPT to learn how to create ad copies and then going into MailChimp and copy and pasting them and editing them. Like that, they just have no interest, in my humble opinion. And what we're finding is a massive reason why businesses are working with social media marketing agencies is a time save. Like, they don't want to have to do it themselves. A lot of clients that we work with have the ability to run a Facebook ad. They've done Facebook ads in the past and got good results. They've had someone posting on their social media. They've had people running their email marketing campaigns, but they want to work with a social media marketing agency in order to scale their business, delegate their tasks, and put it to someone who has that expertise, there and ready to implement from their business. And that's what gives me a lot of confidence to why this isn't going to eliminate our job. So guys, to summarize this video, I think do not panic at all. Use ChatGPT to how you want to use it. Let it be an assistant to you. Don't rely 100% on it. Don't get lazy. Still put your marketing knowledge and the conversations you've had with your clients into place with your ad copies. Just use it for hooks, use it for, the more advanced stuff like creating ebooks and stuff. That's great, but still put your flair on it, because the more and more people that use ChatGPT, the more and being lazy with what they input into it is all well and good if you're telling it loads of information and then getting it to expand on what you're putting in. But if you're being really lazy and using some of the terms that I've used there, like create 5 ad copies for a dental practice, if everyone starts to do that, it's going to become very saturated with the very similar ads. And I'd really applaud you to watch the one of my previous videos on what makes an ad stand out in 2023 and how to start generating this user generated content, which you're not going to be able to use ChatGPT for, but it's actually going to get you the best results. And as this stuff becomes more popular and the more and more people are doing the same thing, it's those people that are going to go above and beyond and actually have a proper agency and don't want to automate everything that are really going to succeed. And I just want to end on this note. Please, please, please don't get discouraged by everything that you see on TikTok. Whenever you go on TikTok, everything's going to have that negative angle to it. It's going to have that doomsday, impactful hook at the beginning of your TikTok. Right, this is dead. This is the only thing that you're going to need to use to survive. Please don't listen to that. It's there to sell a product. Every single TikTok you see that say, right, your social media marketing agency is going to die unless you use this new AI platform, they've got an affiliate link there, or they're selling the product, or they own the product, or whatever it is. Don't believe everything you see. Don't believe that, right, SMMA is going to end. Everyone's trying to scare you in order to push them to their product, even down to courses. People will start to say, right, this part of SMMA is dead. Right, I've got a course to give you a solution. We do it with our course in a way, but just don't believe everything you see. Do your research, use these platforms for yourselves. And not only that, if you're running a successful agency, you can see firsthand and ask your clients, would they be interested in doing it for themselves? And the answer will be no. So don't get super discouraged. Keep going. Don't listen to everything you hear on the internet. Play around with ChatGPT. Get used to it, use it as an assistant to you, but don't lose your flair and your skill because you're being lazy and you're relying on it to automate everything. So hope you enjoyed that video, guys. If you've got any questions on ChatGPT or if I missed anything out, I'm happy to make another video in the future. Drop a message in the comment section if you want me to elaborate on anything, or drop me a message on Instagram, Harry_SMMA, and we can talk it through. But I hope you enjoyed that video, guys, and we'll see you tomorrow at 9 a.m.